everybody, it's Day. I'm coming at you this week with another story time. Because sometimes, I don't know, you guys like the other story time, so here's another story of me being hard-headed and not listening to my parents, and this time I'm not listening to my coach. This is the story on how I tore my ACL and had to get extra, surgery on my knee. Okay, it was one of the last major, I tore it during a wrestling match. I don't know whose fault it was, but I know it's not my fault, so it had to be somebody else's fault. But I gotta take some blame because I wasn't even supposed to be wrestling that week because we had a major tournament the week after that. So I could have sat out that tournament. I injured a torn hamstring on the same leg that I tore my ACL on. So I wasn't even supposed to be wrestling that week, so that's why I guess most people think it was my fault. But it wasn't, because it was an illegal move that she pulled. But anywho, it was, I forgot what day, I know it was in January. We was at this opposing school, and I haven't wrestled all day. That was my first match, because I had a bye the first match, the first round. So the second match, that would be my first. So I was all calm, happy. I was like, oh yes, I'm wrestling today. Ooh. And then I got on that. We was shuffling around. I was like, you make a shot. And then next thing I know, she did this drop kick or whatever. And this is traditional wrestling. No WWE, no UFC, none of that. It was a regular wrestling match. She was like, I was like, I stood there. I'm like, what you doing? And the next thing I know, she shifted her position, and she was not even up here anymore. She was all the way gone out of my out of my vision. And the next thing I know, she grabbed my leg, and then we went down. She landed on it weird, and then I landed weird while she landed on me. So next thing I know, I felt this big butt pop. It was like an explosion or whatever. I started screaming. I was going off that moment. I was on the verge of tears, and I don't cry because I'm not a baby. I'm not saying whoever cries is a baby. I just don't cry. I was like, oh my goodness, no. And then the ref was like, can you finish the match? I'm like, oh. I was like, my leg hurts. It wasn't my leg. I said, my knee hurts. I said, get this girl off me before I throw the biggest tantrum ever. So then my coach comes, and what's it called? A trainer comes. She's like, can you stand up? I'm like, can you look at my knee? And then she's looking at my knee. She's like, can you stand up? We gotta get you off the mat. I was like, fine, I'll get up. I got up. I couldn't even walk on it. It was my right knee. This one right here. Ooh, yeah. If you can see the scar, I'll show y'all later. But I was limping on it. But I was so stubborn. I'm like, I got you. I was like, I'm gonna walk on it. And I went straight back down. I was like, no. So I finally get back to the bleachers where my stuff is. My coach is looking at my knee, and I had to get some ice on it because it was swelling. It started swelling the moment I stood up. So my coach was like, you gotta call your mom. I was like, no. My coach was like, you gotta stay here, because I was like, I'm captain. So he's like, you gotta stay here. You gotta finish out the tournament. All the other parents were like, no, you gotta call your mom. So I was like, you know what? I knew if I called my mom again, because that was my second time calling my mom. So I had to call my mom. I already knew my mom would have been like, you're out for the rest of the season. I'm like, we only have a few more matches. But I already knew my mom would say I would be out. So when I called my mom, she was yelling at me, saying, why would you do that? You're not supposed to be wrestling. I told you, I already tore a hamstring. She was like, which leg? I said, my right leg. She said, that's the same hamstring. You tore your hamstring in the right leg. So now she had to come. She had to bring her crutches and all the other stuff. And then she was telling my coach, I'm about to take her to the emergency room and all this other stuff. So when she finally gets me to the car, we're driving, she's still yelling at me. And then and then I put on my Snapchat story my mom yelling at me saying, who's gonna pay for that hospital bill? I was like, Mom, you don't even know what's wrong. She's like, it doesn't matter, I still gotta pay money. I'm like, okay. So when we get to the ER, it's like this children's ER type. So when we get there, I had to wait like an hour. She had to do paperwork, and then I couldn't even get anything done because like they said that I needed like an X-ray. And then when I got the X-ray, they was like they couldn't see anything because it was still that swollen. So after that, I still needed the crutches because I still couldn't walk on it, and I was like, ow. And a few days later, I went back to take another X-ray, and it was still swollen. And then the doctor was like, you need to get an MIR. So I had to wait a few more, like I think 2 weeks before I could get an MIR. And when I got my MRI, I was like saying, I hope I didn't tear my ACL. I hope I didn't tear anything important, because I wanted to keep wrestling throughout the season because we had like 1 more month. And then when I finally got into MRI, I was like, this is going to cost a whole lot more money. And then I was like, but after that, I was at school. It was like 2 days later after the MRI. I was like, my mom called me. She texted me and called me. I was like, okay. I was like, what, Mom? She's like, I'm sorry, but you torn your ACL and MCL. I was like, I was gone. I was like, I was mad at everything. I was mad. I was mad. I was like, Mom, how did I tear my ACL? And Mom was like, why are you yelling at me? I told you don't wrestle. So after that, at that moment, I was like, I was done. I didn't want to talk to nobody. My season's over. My wrestling, I still have another few years to wrestle. That's over. I was like thinking about everything being over. I blame everybody but myself. I'm like, it can't be my fault. I was like in like the stage of denial. I was like, you know what, it can't be my fault, but it was obviously my fault. But yeah, and then I had my surgery. Like, it was back to, like, I had to have surgery in April, so it took me that long to get surgery. So I was walking around on a torn ACL, and a few times it like popped out. And like, I remember I was dancing at this dance, right, and like my knee popped out. I was doing so good. I was doing every dance move. I was like, and then my knee popped out in a position that it was not supposed to. I just hit the floor. I was like, no. So the day of my surgery, I was terrified. That was my first time ever getting any type of surgery. So during that surgery time, I was like pacing myself, and then like after surgery, my mom said I slept for like almost 8 hours. So I didn't remember going to sleep. I was like, Mom, I'm not about to fall asleep. She's like, you're gonna fall asleep. I'm not falling asleep. I'm a triple G. Only double G's fall asleep, but I'm a triple G. But she was like, okay. And the next thing I knew, I woke up, my leg was hurting. I was like, Mom. I was like, where are we? She's like, we're in the recovery room. She's like, why? She's like, because you just had surgery. I'm like, I told you I was about to fall asleep. My mom was like, you said you was falling asleep. I was like, okay. But then I went back to sleep. I was tired. Like, I need to get what medicine surgeons use to put you to sleep. And I need that. Because that was the best sleep I have ever gotten. I was like, that is some good butt sleep. So after that, like, I'm still doing physical therapy, but I'm kind of mad at myself that I injured myself, because that was like a rookie mistake. I was like, but I should be back. Just, yeah, I was injured. I hated using the crutches. I hate crutches. Yeah, those hurt everything, like everything. I keep saying like, but yeah, that was a story of me being hard-headed again, because I wasn't supposed to wrestle, because well, my mom told me not to wrestle, but my doc and my coach cleared me to wrestle that weekend. But kids, this is a prime example. Always listen to your parents. Even when they say you're not ready, just listen to them. Because if I would have listened to my mom, I would have wrestled at finals. But it's always, well, not next year, it will be this year, but you know what I mean. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this story time. That's all I have for you today. You see guys, I'm trying to get these uploads weekly, so yeah. I hope you guys watched my last video. I think it was the Bean Boozled challenge. I threw up a lot, like on over here. I threw up over there, and my brother threw up over here. So write in the comments what you want me to do next. I hope you guys liked it, and if you did, like it. And if you didn't, you should just go ahead and subscribe too. And if you really liked it but you don't want to, you should share it then. So yeah, and I might have another video this week, or just like do one next week, all depends. But oh, and in the description I will have my Snapchat, Instagram, and Musical.ly. I just started Musical.ly. You guys should go follow me on all 3 of those accounts, especially my new Instagram account. And yeah, anything else? Yeah, like, subscribe, and share. And Snapchat, Instagram, and Musical.ly over there. So bye.